You constantly feel tired and you just don't know why. Even when you're seemingly doing everything right, you've been eating healthy, you've been going to the gym, getting enough sleep, staying busy, you still just feel sluggish all of the time. Now, you may not be doing those things. That's probably a good start for as to why you have no energy. But what if I told you, even despite these things, there are secretly things you're doing every day on a daily basis, things you didn't even realize that you were doing, that are zapping the energy out of you. These habits are consistently taking the energy out of you mentally, spiritually, and physically, and it's costing you your quality of life and the quality of life of those around you in your life who rely on you and love you. Beautiful sunrise in Minecraft, by the way. How are you guys doing? It is great to be back making these videos, and I love just helping you guys out and sharing things with the world that might benefit somebody out there. And so if these kind of videos do help you, please consider subscribing and watching more of them. There might be something else that I say that has the potential to help you as well. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it, and let's get into this video. You have no energy because you are consistently doing habits throughout your day that are fatiguing you rather than energizing you. But you're also living your overall life in a state of depravity. You're living in a fallen world that has been corrupted by sin and degeneracy and darkness. That's just the dark truth about this world that not many of us can come to accept, because it's just a crazy thing. And a lot of Christians have also just kind of said that, oh, we live in a world full of sin, and it's like we just kind of brush it off because it's like we don't think anything of it. Like, oh, we're all sinners, you know. It's like, okay, cool. Like, so what? But the truth is, we are a fallen species, and if you want that explained, then that can be explained to you. But for time's sake, in this one, we're going to be rolling with that. We are fallen. We have a fallen nature. We have a nature that is susceptible to being controlled by other entities that can be hijacked to make us do things that are not in our will, that aren't in our nature. How do I know this? Think of suicide. Why do we get suicidal thoughts? It's not in our nature, because we're human, and our body and our mind is supposed to be telling us to live and trying to keep us alive. But when we're depressed, when we're suicidal, we feel like ending our life. That is not natural, and so there is something outside of the natural realm that is causing us to feel this way, and that is the spiritual entities that are the force of evil, the force of darkness in this world. We live in a fallen world, and you have yet to find what the other side to that is. The cure, the awakening, the truth, the light. This all sounds crazy, but many of you are going to click off right now. I don't make videos like this blunt very often, but I really feel the urgency to do this one and to be honest with you guys and be genuine. And many of you are going to click off right here or have already clicked off. That's okay. I love you, but you are making a mistake. Continue listening. God is the light. God is everything good. And so when you do things of Him, rather than the things of when you do the things that are of Him, that are of His attributes, rather than the things of this fallen world, you will feel more energy. You will feel more alive and more capable of handling your responsibilities, more capable of keeping up with relationships, friendships, bills, just life in general. You will feel less overwhelmed and more under control and faithful and just happy and peaceful and loving. Just like how as kids you had a peace in life because you trusted in your parents for your overall life and your well-being and your safety. As adults, we can trust in God. As adults, we need that trust in something other than ourselves, because we can't trust ourselves. Just ask your anxiety. So we need to put our trust in something like God. And when we do, we feel a sense of peace in life. A peace despite any circumstance, because we give our life, we give our worries to this bigger, higher being And when we fully trust that and believe in that, we will feel so much peace. And it's such an amazing thing. It feels like we're kids again. And I wish that for you. I wish that you could experience that too. And many people sadly won't feel this level of peace, except for when they were kids. And I beg you, this life is so much greater. It's so much greater than being depressed, anxious, tired, having no energy. And the real reason you feel so depraved of energy and tired and fatigued is because you're being worn out by the corruption that is in this world. The things that are not natural, they are corrupting us. They are fatiguing us. It can be something you're doing as big as drugs or alcohol or eating a bad diet full of seed oils and sugars. That could be causing it. Or it could be something as unnoticeable and habitual, like telling little white lies, having a lack of discipline, a lack of purpose, motivation, negative self-talk, negative thoughts, instant gratification habits, and even something as minute and small as doom scrolling and entertaining occasional intrusive thoughts. These things can negatively affect you and tire you out spiritually, mentally, and consequently physically. But God can set you free. I wish like I can say this without triggering certain people. There's like a certain audience, there's like a certain group of people who are hearing this and they click off, or maybe they are still listening, but they are having a lot of resentment, a lot of anger, or a lot of just like negative emotions towards me because I'm saying these things, because I'm mentioning God, and they don't want God in their life. And look, I was in the same place. I was an atheist, maybe agnostic at some points, but I was an atheist. I didn't believe in God. I didn't want to believe in God. I didn't, especially when I was so far down mentally, I didn't want to believe in a God. But I'm telling you, this God changed my life. This God saved me from suicide, quite literally. Saved me from ending my own life. So how can I not talk about this God that did this for me? Even if he's not real, he's had a positive. Even if he's not real, praying to him and talking to him and having a relationship with him has improved my life so much. So why would I not wish this for you? Why would I not tell you about this? Regardless if he's real or not. Oh, God's not real. Okay, fine. Have you tried praying? Have you tried living out the biblical values and morals? Like, I know we don't want to, but man, it feels so good when you do live this life out. And hey, if you don't want to, then that's fine. But you can't expect to be happy. If you don't feel happy in life, then you have to ask yourself why that is. Do you have the answer? If you have the answer, then go fix your life. Go fix the problem. If you don't have the answer, then I'm telling you right now, take my advice, listen to what I'm saying. God has a natural order to things, and we are living outside of that, and that is causing us hurt, pain, depression, anger, sadness, anxiety, all these things that we are not meant to have in this life. Live out his ways per the Bible, and you'll seriously feel a difference in your life. Do things of him instead of the corrupted things of the world. Be honest consistently. Fight for that. Think purely, desexualize your brain, help the poor, do random acts of kindness, give your mom a hug, love people. Force it if you have to. You might not love people, you might be negative, you might be hateful, you might be hurt in life. Force it. Force those positivity, those positive thoughts. Force that gratitude. Force that act of kindness. Force that act of sacrifice, the act of giving a homeless man your food instead of eating lunch today. Something as small as that will change your life, because we actually feel more sense of purpose and joy when we help other people than when we enjoy and gratify ourselves. Imagine how much happier you will feel by feeding a homeless man and skipping a meal. Yeah, you might feel hungry, but this is the epitome of delayed gratification, because think of it. Yes, you're hungry and you feel kind of bad after, but you just fed a person who was hungry. Wouldn't that in the long term make you feel better as a person, even if it doesn't feel good in the moment? That is the epitome of what God's values are. It is delayed gratification, which is a value of God. Anything not of God is instant gratification, which can sometimes be okay, but in most contexts is bad for us, physically, mentally, spiritually. So do things that are delayed gratification because that is of God. Hug your family. Tell your mom you love her. Tell your dad that you appreciate him for what he's done, even if he's done some bad things or negative things, or maybe you don't get along with him. Just tell him you're grateful for him. Try prayer. Try talking to the God of the universe. Just try it. Try eating healthy. These things are all of God. And these things will make you feel so much better and happier and more peaceful and more like existentially happy. You'll feel less anxiety and you'll feel less overwhelmed and you'll feel more just in a meditative state of mind. These things are all of God. You'll have so much more energy in your life as a result of living this way. And you just have no idea. Because once you go down this rabbit hole, you will find all these small things you do on a daily basis that are actually distancing you from God, distancing you from the natural order of things. Small things in your day that you don't realize you're even doing. They're there, and they are having an impact. So it's not always just the big things like eating healthy or going to the gym or working out and staying fit. And it's other things too. It's smaller things, things we do on a regular basis that we have no idea because it's all subconscious. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys in this video. Hope this helped you. If it did, please consider subscribing. I know it's a short video. At least it felt kind of short. I guess it's 12 minutes long. It feels short. I don't usually be this blunt when I talk about these kind of things, but I know a lot of people won't like it, but I'm doing it for you. Trust me, I have your interest at heart. I don't do this for church attendance or for money. I do this for you. I don't get anything out of this except the purpose in that. And so anyways, that's all I have for you guys in this one. I love you all, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.